Okay, so it is week 3 in the sampler spree slow along. And this is one of the supplemental blocks. This is called Hatchet. It's block 100. If you did this straight through 1 through 100, you'd still end up doing this block. Pardon me. But I'm choosing to do this one a little out of order. We just finished block 6, which is the kites block, but it uses a template. And I know not everybody is going to want to either A, make a template, or B, use the block lock ruler. And so you might think, okay, I'm going to skip that block because there's extras in the book, in which case we're going to do this block instead, okay? And I will do that throughout the slow along. If there's ever a block that uses a template or a specific kind of ruler, I have supplemental blocks that are additional blocks in the book that you can substitute in case you don't want to use either a template or a ruler. So this is Hatchet. It is block 100, and this is really basic, straightforward piecing. We are using half square triangles, and so I have my 8 half square triangles completed already. If you need a little bit of a refresher on how to make half square triangles, you can go back to the friendship star video, and I have that link below in the description if you want a refresher, because I break down exactly how to make half square triangles. But for this video, we're just going to assume you know how to make the half square triangles, and we're going to go straight towards the patchwork piecing. And so the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to chain piece, and we are going to chain piece the half square triangle units to one another. So I've laid out all of my units exactly how they appear in the block. And so I am just going to attach these as you see them. And so I'll chain piece that, press them, put them back in the blocks, and then you'll see how the rest of the block gets put together. It's really straightforward and really fast. So now all of those half square triangles are chain pieced together. And now I'm going to head on over to the pressing station, press these, place them back into my block layout, and then we'll talk about how we're going to go ahead and put the rest of the block together. Okay, so I'm back from the pressing station, and I am just putting these half square triangles back into the block construction. And holy smokes, look how quickly this block is going to come together. So now we are going to chain piece. We're going to attach this piece to this half square triangle unit, this half square triangle unit to the center block, and then this piece to this half square triangle unit. And then we will press them. Maybe not. Then what we're going to do is, so we're going to attach these, then we're going to attach these, and then we'll press them all the rows at once. I like to do as much sewing as I possibly can before heading over to the pressing station. It's just a little bit more efficient, in my opinion. But you can only do that if you can ensure that the next piece that you put on, you're not going to sew over the other piece. And in this case, you won't. So that's why we're going to do it that way. Okay. So now I'm gonna head on over to the pressing station and I am going to press these, and then it'll just be time to sew those rows together. So I am back from the pressing station and I am laying these pieces out, and I apologize for that sound that you hear in the background. Now it is time to just sew these together. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pin these rows together because I want to make sure that these seams line up nicely. This is the stage that's really going to make the overall look of the block pretty. And so we want these seams to be lined up. And when you're lining up seams, you don't want to just line it up right where they match. You also want to line it up at the other end. And that's how you know it's really straight. Because what can happen is you can line up the top, but if the bottom's not lined up, look at that, it's going to be super crooked. So you want to line up the edges on both ends. The seams rather, not the edges. So now we've got that. And now I'm going to go ahead and attach this before I go to the pressing station. Again, I like to be as efficient as I possibly can, and I know I can line this up without having both sides pressed. All right, so now it's time to go to the pressing station, press this, and we will see the final product of our hatchet block. Okay, folks, there you have it. This is block 100 in Susan Aki's sampler spree book called Hatchet. If you're following along in the sampler spree slow along and you did not necessarily want to make block 6, which is kites, because of the templates or rulers necessary, you can go ahead and skip it and do hatchet instead. All right, folks, I can't wait to see your versions of this block. Go ahead and share them either in the Facebook group or on your favorite social media platform using the hashtag SamplerSpreeSlowAlong. All right, folks, I'll see you in the next video.